Seiji Chukwueze. Then my babies, label hit be trying to sway me, pay me. Wrote the game 2020, you can see it.
Well, folks, it is always a celebration here in New Orleans, and we are just outside of the Hoppin' French Quarter at the Caesars Superdome. Today it's week 3, and we've got a good one in store, as it'll be the Philadelphia Eagles taking on the New Orleans Saints. 2 weeks have come and gone. It's off to week 3, and we're underway on EA Sports. Bringing it out of his end zone, Isaiah Rodgers. And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually the 26 officially, so a net gain of 1 there. They start on the ground with McCaffrey. And he edges forward, but only gets a pair of yards out of it. It's second down. You look at this Saints defense. They come in a top 10 unit against the pass, currently 8th in the NFL.
You have to like the way that they've played in the first month. They have to be very proud being a top 10 unit against the pass. Their goal, though, in this one, see if they can improve that ranking.
They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. Hurts sets up to throw it. Oh, his first throw of the game going to be intercepted. And he's going to return it to the 21-yard line. Now after the INT, it's Carr. They'll get this out to Kamara. And he will reach the 8-yard line before going out. The pickup goes for 13 and sets him up 1st and goal.
Nice little nifty play for him there. That's the ability to read a defense and utilize players that don't often get picked up in coverage easily. And I'm talking about being able to use the backs out of the backfield. Because I know that when I used to cover, hey, we got everybody oh, he just snuck out there, and they just got a nice first down there.
What do we love to say? Get those backs in. And this is going to be intercepted. Keely Ringo picks it off. And the Eagles are going to take over once again, and they'll have it at their own 8-yard line. CD, when he went to throw that, I'm not sure if he just didn't see where the defense was. Whatever the case, not the throw you're looking for on 1st and goal.
Not at all, because, look, let's face it, that close to the goal line, if you throw an interception, is going to hurt on any down. But really, the only down you can kind of live with is if you do it on 4th down. The first 3, if you don't have it wide open, just get rid of it. Make sure they can't get it and live to fight another down. 1st and goal, and you throw the pick, not good at all.
Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. They got the ball now following a big play, keeping the other guys out of the end zone. Now this time for Smith, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Paulson Adebo. And he's going to get this on down to the 13-yard line. And they'll take possession already in the red zone and in a great spot to add points to the scoreboard.
And, Brandon, how many times have we seen a defense with a lot of field behind them get even more aggressive, right? They feel like they've got them not pinned down, but in a favorable spot for them. And they took advantage of it there. Got a nice interception and set up their offense in great shape.
Now a 1st down carry. It's Kamara. This carry, despite the extra effort, will be stopped short of the 10. Just a yard on the 1st down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
A big part of a middle linebacker's job is being able to take on blocks and then go make plays. But the best ones, they have those big guys in front of them playing defensive line to hold blockers off of them and allow them to flow sideline to sideline and make the big hits.
Slipped 1 tackle, but no more as he's knocked to the deck behind the line of scrimmage. That 2nd down play nets a -4.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
The chance of wasting this great starting field position, a real threat. This is 3rd and long. Here's Carr to throw. Oh, the turnover fest continues. Here's another interception. It's Sidney Brown with it. And the Eagles are going to get the football back at their own 17.
And that felt like a little extra pressure on that 3rd down attempt, and their mistake cost them points because they're inside the red zone. So you know you've got at least a field goal waiting for you. And in this case, they end up with nothing.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And for this offense, Charles, you got to think kind of crucial here to put something together on this drive because remember last time out, they threw the interception on the very first play.
And you can't afford to let this defense keep building any more momentum. They're playing awfully well, and they're awfully confident right now. To me, it's time to attack and take some of that momentum back, but make sure you're selective in doing so. Understand where you want to throw the football and make sure it's open before the ball leaves your hands.
Off the play fake, here's Hurts. Open man, that's Devontae Smith. And they work this well upfield across the 45. That one covers 24 yards. It's a 1st down.
Well, I think when they look at their offense, they think to themselves, weapons, weapons everywhere, and they want to move the ball around. They want to spread it to different people. But you absolutely know they want to get this man involved as well, and that's what they just did on that play.
On 1st down, this is McCaffrey. He'll work his way up the middle for a gain of about 4. 2nd down. You look at this Saints defense. They enter play ranked 8th against the run in the NFL.
They've established themselves as a top 10 run-stopping unit in the NFL here in the early going. All signs point to me towards them continuing that throughout the season. They look pretty good, pretty darn cohesive to me.
They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete.
Not a great start dropping his first target, but let's face it, it won't be his last chance because he'll get opportunities to make up for that one throughout this game.
So after the 2nd down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
This defense has certainly played well so far in this game, and the coverage has been tight on just about every throw. Forced a few here so far in this game, and now it brings up 4th down.
He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. This will be fielded at the 17. 31 yards on the punt there. And the Saints will take over with a 1st down and 10. Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. And it's been a miserable start for them offensively. Obviously, 2 drives, 2 interceptions.
And this is where you have to know your quarterback and know how you actually have to reach him. Do you do it with a little bit of humor? Maybe you break the ice a little bit like, hey, didn't we practice in that color jersey all week? Not the one that you're throwing it to? Or maybe you have to be stern with him. But whatever it's going to take to get the message, it has to be done. He's putting the game in jeopardy.
Following the incomplete pass, here they go again. 2nd and 10 from the 25. Kamara up the middle. And he'll fight forward to about the 27-yard line. He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead.
Well, that's a good start to this drive on the defensive side of the ball.
Force the incompletion on 1st down. Then you're able to shut down the running play on 2nd.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised now. A little bit of pressure going at the quarterback in an expected passing situation.
So 7 yards from the 1st down here as they come up to the line of scrimmage. Throwing his Carr on 3rd down. He'll rifle this one deep right side. It's caught inside the 25. Touchdown, New Orleans. A great effort there with his first career NFL touchdown. And the Saints are on the board first here this afternoon.
All you hear from coaches and personnel directors in the NFL, how difficult it is for a rookie receiver to have an impact on the game. So much to learn, so much offense to absorb. Looks like he's picking it up pretty well.
I would say so. And how about that for your first career NFL touchdown?
I don't know that he envisioned it quite that way, but if he was smart, he probably dreamed about it a little bit.
On the return from his end zone, Rodgers. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Cost him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. They're probably lucky to only be down 7-0 as they come up 1st and 10. And he stopped right at the 25 after a gain of 5.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
Here's a 2nd and 5 now from the 25. Play action. Here's Hurts. He'll get this one complete. That's A.J. Brown. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. First time they've hooked up here. Good for 17 and a 1st down.
I don't care who you put on him. He's going to be a handful in one-on-one throws.
Yeah, right now you're right. They're in man-to-man. Maybe need some safety help.
I would say that'd be a good idea. Double team him somehow. I'm going to have to make someone else beat me rather than let him shred my defense.
They go play action with Hurts. Oh, it's complete. A diving grab there by Brown. Now he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another 1st down. Now a draw play to McCaffrey. And he'll maneuver his way forward for about 4. 2nd and 6. That time the right guard sending him backwards.
And so many different types of guys rotate in on the defensive line now depending on situations. You can get the bulky guy, the fast guy. No matter what, though, you can't hold them.
They're backed up here with a 1st and 20 now after the holding penalty. Here's Hurts to throw. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off by Paulson Adebo. And the Saints are going to get it back here just past the 35. A nightmare of a first half for him. And that's now 3 interceptions. But, Charles, with his talent, if anyone can shake this off and right the ship, it's him.
I agree, because you don't get to be one of the best quarterbacks in the league without developing some major mental toughness. So I expect him to go in the locker room at halftime, hit the reset button, and come out a new guy in half number 2.
And he'll take this ahead for about 4. 2nd down coming up. After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports. Ready for the 2nd quarter from New Orleans. It's the Saints in possession as they are looking at a 2nd down and 6 coming up. Now Carr. And time finally runs out. He can't get rid of the football, and he's taken down. That sack courtesy of the effort of Hassan Reddick.
Okay, was it a breakdown in protection? Did the running back not pick him up? What does it really matter? Sometimes it's just a great play made by the defense. Big-time sack.
From the gun, it's Carr. And he's going to be intercepted for the 3rd time thus far. So this defense coming up with a takeaway, and maybe that's something that can bring a little life to that sideline.
Well, I don't want to say that they've been sleepwalking through this first half, because that's simply not true, but you're right. We haven't seen a lot of fire from these guys, really, on either side of the ball. So maybe that's the catalyst that they needed to get them back into this game.
Now a give, right side McCaffrey. This carry, despite the extra effort, will be stopped short of the 10. Tackle is made by Cameron Jordan.
And this is why aggressive defensive coordinators love to blitz. It wreaks havoc because they end up taking their attention to the blitzers, freed up the D lineman to make the play.
This is 2nd and 8. Hurts. This will be caught just inside the 10. So 8 yards on the completion there, and that's going to make it 3rd down and less than a yard.
Obviously, this has not been a Bama game throwing the football. So what you got to do, you got to kind of down focus, don't you think? Find the tight end, take some easier completions.
Yeah, interception last drive. There he hits the reliable target. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked up by the Honey Badger, Tyrann Mathieu. And the Saints are going to have the football at their own 1-yard line. The defense looked geared up to stop the run, but obviously, Charles, they were ready for the pass, too.
Yeah, they were hoping they could catch everyone crashing and playing the run, but that was a very ill-advised throw right there. The opportunity, lost.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. But the good news for them, they got the football. The bad news, they have to go 99 yards here as they start this drive out on their own 1-yard line. And he will forge his way forward only up to the 2-yard line. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Well, he got what he could there, just trying to move forward and gain a little bit of yardage and create some space. You know the pressure is going to be tough defensively.
2nd and 9. In his own end zone, it's Carr. This one taken in by Olave. And he's able to get this across the 10 before being taken down. Trying to escape the shadow of their goalpost. That helped. 10 yards, 1st down. The Saints at 1-1 through 2 games thus far. It's not a start that's going to set the world on fire, but they've been pretty solid nonetheless.
And the first thing that crosses my mind, it certainly beats the alternative of starting 0-2. I do think that this is a team that's going to take a little time to find its footing. Hard to navigate the always tough NFL.
Carr now on 1st down. Pitch and catch to Moreau, the tight end. And able to get this one out just shy of the 25 at the 24. 12 more yards there and another 1st down. Catch number 100 for his career right there, and it's good enough to keep the chains moving. Kamara try the right side. Takes it to the 26, just a 1-yard gain.
No doubt about it. A really nice job there by the defense, not allowing him to get to the perimeter. But that means your defensive ends, your outside linebackers, the guys that you pay big money to sack the quarterback, they also have to have interest in the running game as well. And they did a nice job there of holding the point of attack and not giving ground.
A 2nd down pass play there, but it's incomplete. He did an okay job of absorbing the hit, just couldn't secure the football through the catch.
And he was right there on the spot and forced the incompletion. That's something defenders work on all the time. If you're there, make the contact, but continue to work your way through the receiver so that you can't possess the football and turn it into a catch.
The offense on 3rd down, just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 9. Throwing now is Carr. And that will be incomplete. So it doesn't look like they're going to be able to build off the turnover.
Well, the defense certainly did its part. It got them the football. But you're exactly right. It looks like they're going to have to punt this one away. And it's not a turnover, but doesn't it feel like one after grabbing the momentum with the defensive play?
Yeah, and they had all that momentum after getting the football and now zapped right back in the other direction. It'll be a 39-yard punt, no return. And it will be Eagles football, 1st and 10. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, had your fun? All right.
Throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here, and sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Throwing is Hurts. This is caught. It's Brown. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. 24 yards the game there. Another 1st down as well.
Well, there's no disputing. He's made some poor throws in this first half, but this was a good one. And you can bet this is an offense that isn't going to pull back. They believe in what he can do. So all you can do is look forward, and they pick up a 1st down.
McCaffrey running up the middle. And they'll work this down to the 15 for a pickup of 4.
Not a run that you're going to write home about, but still a good 1st down run. That's what an offense calls staying on schedule. 3 to 4 yards on 1st down, you're set up very well for the rest of the drive.
2nd down and 6 now. Again, they run. Again, it's McCaffrey. And here he'll get it down to the 7. 51 yards now on the ground on just 7 carries.
They're making it look easy out there. Another 1st down. So far on this drive, let me do this little bit of math here. 4 plays, 3 1st downs.
That's a pretty good recipe for success. A chance now to get even before the break as they come up 1st and goal. They'll try to run with McCaffrey. And the hole closes quickly here. He can fight only to about the 4. The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. And he's going to go down. Sacked back at the 13-yard line. They've been denied touchdowns in the red zone twice already. Here comes 3rd and goal. Throw left side. McCaffrey's got it. And he maybe makes it back to the line of scrimmage. That's it. So they'll get nothing out of that play. And that's going to make it 4th down.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. They're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
Well, still trailing here, but they do get the late field goal. Now their defense will try to keep this score right where it is heading into the locker room.
Yeah, and trailing at the break, you obviously don't want to go in off of a negative play. Give them credit for that one. Finding a way to put points on the board, give them any type of a spark, anything to build off of as they try and plan a comeback.
Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. And with a 7-3 lead, we'll see how aggressive they want to be. Throwing on 1st down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes, but the best part for him, he's got 2nd and 3rd down to fall back on.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Not wanting to take a chance this time, they'll keep it on the ground. And they're able to get this one across the 35. The Saints going to call the first of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in this first half. So after the run by Kamara, now another 1st and 10. Now a play fake. Carr. That his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Pick Picked off by James Bradbury. And the Eagles are going to take over at their own 30-yard line. Well, Charles, so close to halftime there. You throw the interception. Not only that, you do give it to them in plus territory as well.
Yeah, they were pushing real hard to try and get something more on the board on their side of the ledger right before the half. Looking at it with 20/20 hindsight, though, might have been better to hand it off a few times, hoping to get something to break instead of putting the ball in the air and, of course, putting the ball in jeopardy.
And now this throw incomplete, and that is how this first half will come to an end. First half in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the third quarter. Set now to go for the third quarter. The Saints have the lead and set to receive the kick. And no fireworks to start the half. This will be a touchback. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. This offense set to begin the third quarter. And, Charles, if they had a checklist of things they wanted to accomplish in the first half, certainly at the top of that list would be having the lead, and they've got that here.
That's always the most important box to check, isn't it? But also, they've had some success in their passing game, so probably an empty box establishing the run. They're on pace for fewer than 100 yards in this one, so now they want to make sure that they get that going so they truly have a control in this ball game, and down the stretch, being able to be balanced, either throw it or run it, and try and win this ball game.
Here's a 2nd and 2 now from the 33. Again, it's Kamara, and he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, and now they go from 2nd and 2 to a tough 3rd and 4.
This defense is just flat getting after it. They have not given up much of anything in the run game. Case in point right there.
In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down. From the gun now on 3rd down, Carr. That is caught. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. He was held without a catch in the first half, but he's got one here, and he also picks up a first down.
Would it be safe to say that as precise as routes are supposed to be run in the NFL, maybe they're not quite as precise in college ball?
That's accurate, yeah.
And I think we saw a college route in the NFL there. Just find the soft spot, find the dead zone, and find the first down. And that's what he just did.
And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. Same exact result as last play, a pickup of 11.
I like the play design there. They occupied the defense downfield, everyone trying to account for someone. But unfortunately, they didn't account for the running back slipping out of the backfield, and he was absolutely unnoticed and wound up getting big yards on that play.
A 10th carry for Kamara. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
Well, we saw a lot of negative plays that resulted in plenty of lost yardage in the first half, and that trend is continuing here.
So the first down run lost a couple. Now they come up 2nd and 12. Now Carr on the bootleg. A quick throw there is incomplete.
We've seen these defenses make enough opportunistic plays to keep this one low scoring. Flying around, making plays on the ball, and we see yet another errant throw as a result.
Seventh play of this drive coming up, but a long way to go on 3rd down. Now Carr. He's got his target. That's complete. And he has another first down as they'll get the ball down to the Eagles' 26. That third down conversion good for 23.
It's taken a while for this offense to get going. A little creaky at the start, but they're oiled up now. A nice throw there, and they're really putting together a good drive.
On play action, it's Carr. That's complete to Moreau, the tight end. And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 and mark him at the 5. 2 chunk plays in a row. The last one was over 20 yards, and so is this one.
Just picking up yardage in bunches here these last few plays. They have moved right down the field, and just like that, they're going to be set up with a 1st and goal.
2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal.
Go Chief. What's up?
Try to pound it in, Kamara. And he takes it across and into the end zone. Touchdown, Saints. Alvin Kamara. His 2nd rushing touchdown on the year. And the Saints take the opening kickoff of the 3rd quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead. He finishes off the drive with a touchdown run, Charles. Remember, he also had a catch on this drive as well.
And that's what running backs want to be in today's NFL. A complete back. 3 down, stay on the field, run it and catch it. And he gets it done.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. Rodgers going to return it from his end zone. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. Well, the opposition laid down the challenge and opening drive touchdown here to start the 2nd half. And, Charles, now you feel like this group. And, oh, my goodness, here's a 5th interception. It's the Honey Badger, Tyrann Mathieu. And this one will be returned to right around the 38-yard line. I think you and I were a little surprised back earlier in the game when he threw his 2nd interception. I mean, who would have thought a quarterback of his caliber picked now 5 times?
It's beyond stunning to me because we're used to that with maybe a quarterback with less experience or less talent. But a quarterback of his caliber, I can't believe what we've just seen.
Absolutely. If you would have told me this coming into the ballgame, I would have said never, not in a million years. But here we go. From the 34-yard line, here's a 2nd and 5. Carr going to throw. Eluding the pressure right. He completes it to Olave. And he's brought down after a very nice gain. 33 yards that time.
Another big play right there. And this is where, as an offense, you can really put the hammer down. You've got a double-digit lead, but those other guys, they've been hanging around. A touchdown here could put this game out of reach, and that's a strong step towards getting it done.
And they'll let the fullback try and take him home. And he'll take it into the end zone for the Saints touchdown. Jamal Williams, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Saints take the forced turnover on defense and convert it into 6 points. Now the try here for the extra point. And it's 21-3. The ball upright on the tee, and the Saints kick team booms it away. On the return from his end zone, Rodgers. And no alley to be found. The coverage was solid, and he's dropped at the 18. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
From up near the 40 now after the big play to start, here's another 1st and 10. Off the play fake, here's Hurts. Gets this to his running back. It's Christian McCaffrey. Now he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. The 2 big plays right in succession as this one goes for 27. Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10. Hurts sets up to throw it. And my goodness, another interception. Picked up by the Honey Badger, Tyrann Mathieu. And the Saints are going to have it here just past the 25.
Yes, folks, that is his 3rd interception, and I'm going to use one of the most overused phrases in football. He's a ball-hawking safety.
I love the way that you called for the shot there. That's perfect, though, because there is something to that. Being a safety often allows you freedom to roam around the defense, maybe not a specific assignment. Today, his assignment, find the football, and he's done so quite well.
It's a loss of 2. Brings up 2nd and 12 at the 24-yard line.
3 quarters in the books. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. Back now here live in New Orleans. It's the Saints. They'll be looking to expand their lead here. First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12. Now Carr. And Thomas has it. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27.
Simple drag route here, lined up out left and tried to work his way back across the field. You probably saw me twitch there, partner, because I think he wanted the ball a little bit sooner. By the time he looked it in, defender was right on him.
The Saints on 3rd down. They've hit it 50%, 3 of 6 to this point. This is 3rd and 9. Here's Carr to throw. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he's got enough for the first across midfield to the 48. A really nice gain of 25 yards. Still throwing the football here, even with the big lead.
Yeah, I know you and I came up in a different era. We think about sportsmanship and all that. Other people think about fantasy points and getting their numbers. That's all they care about right now.
They'll pound it up the middle with Kamara. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11. They went with the run-pass option, and I don't know if the option really mattered there because the defense was ready.
So many times you put the defense at a disadvantage because you have those multiple options, but when they read their keys and play it correctly, sometimes the result goes in their favor.
Now a pass hauled in downfield, and he has another first down as they'll get the ball down to the Eagles' 21. A really good pickup of 28 yards. They have the nice cushion. They just want to pour it on right now, still throwing the football.
And I know my background says, why do you need to do this? Just go ahead and run out the clock and get a win. But as many people have pointed out to me, this is a video game, man. Go ahead and put the numbers up. Sportsmanship, not an issue.
Exercise those fingers.
694. Raider 2. What's that?
On 1st and 10, here's Carr. They'll get this out to Kamara. Short completion, just 4 yards, and it'll be second down.
And that's a good job there by the corner. We do talk about this a lot, that a lot of corners see their job as simply covering receivers. Tackling isn't everyone's thing. But in this case, he came up quickly and made a nice, sure tackle.
Now a 2nd and 6. To throw his Carr. Quick hitter here, it's complete. 2 yards on the pickup there. And now we've got a 3rd and 4.
The goal of a wide receiver screen is get enough blockers in front to create a wall and let him pick his spot to run the football. How about the defense there, swarming to it and not allowing that to happen? Did not let him get downfield.
This will be the 8th play of the drive here. 3rd and 4. Now Carr again. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. Touchdown, Saints. Chris Olave, a 16-yard touchdown. And the Saints look like they're going to get back in the win column as they extend their lead here in this 4th quarter. He's got them out to a 3-score lead here in the 4th quarter after that one, CD. And well, he looked right off the line like he knew that ball was coming his way, and he secured it for 6 points.
Yeah, I think when you're leading by a healthy margin already, it actually loosens you up and allows you to take maybe a few more chances and definitely play with more confidence, because he certainly saw something he could exploit in the defense, and he made sure to let his quarterback know, just get it to me. And the rest was all up to him, and he delivered and made it a 3-score game.
Rodgers going to return it from his end zone. And he had no room to run as he's tackled down inside the 20. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. Their mini 2-game win streak appears it might be going by the wayside unless they can pull a rabbit out of their hat. And now here is another interception. It's the Honey Badger, Tyrann Mathieu, and he brings it back to right around the 26-yard line. Charles, are you kidding me? 4 interceptions? I mean, that's a good season for a lot of defensive backs.
A lot of reason to get voted into the Pro Bowl. When you have 4 in one game, I mean, talk about a campaign slogan, right? I got 4. Send me to the Pro Bowl, guys. What a game we've experienced watching this one.
Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
And there just continues to be nowhere to run. He's bottled up again at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there, so that doesn't help. Now they're looking up at a 3rd and 9 situation. Play action. Now it's Carr. And that is incomplete.
I think it's fairly safe to call this game over, but they're still trying to bomb it downfield and add to their lead. Almost makes you start to feel for the defense and root for them a little bit too.
Out now is the field goal unit for New Orleans. From the left hash, it's a 42-yard attempt. And his kick is right there. It's good. So after 4 touchdowns in the game for this offense, this time they're forced into taking the 3.
Well, you did mention 4 touchdowns, right? So 4 out of 5, not too bad. I think that's a pretty good record for them.
The ball upright on the tee, and the Saints kick team booms it away. On the return from his end zone, Rodgers. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. Where we stand right now in the fourth quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You would have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they made and figure out how to not do it in the future. And mentally, I think a lot of the guys are already starting to think about, okay, how do we put this behind us and get better for the next time out? This, they'll use as motivation for the rest of the time that they play to hopefully never be in this type of situation again.
Now they got to get to the line quickly. Play action. Here's Hurts. And my goodness, another interception. Picked up by the Honey Badger, Tyrann Mathieu. And the Saints are going to take possession as they've got it at the 42-yard line. And that one, Charles, is just going to about wrap up what was no doubt a dominating defensive performance.
Yeah, I don't care what team it is. I don't care who you play, whether they're strong offensively or not. Just giving up 3 points in the NFL, that's absolutely a dominant performance and one that they can build on.
And some nifty running here as he'll take this across midfield and down to the 47. The drive starting with a first down, 11 yards on that pickup. Another example of this offense really having their way, Charles, and another big chunk play there on the ground.
And when you look at the defense, they've got to do a much better job of wrapping up when they tackle. A lot of great opportunities continue to slip through their fingers, as do the runners.
2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. Hey, a lot of points have been scored in this game against them, but tally that one on the side of the defense.
Do you think maybe, possibly, it can be a little bit of a changer for them? Maybe not a game changer, but a little bit of a momentum one that maybe they can string together some pretty good plays and slow them down.
A man who's been busy this afternoon, it's Kamara again. And he'll get this down only to about the 46. After getting stuffed on first down, not much better there. 2-yard gain.
Early down stuff to put this offense in a precarious position. We know that securing the point of attack, especially against the big-bodied guys in the middle of this D, has got to be priority one.
And the line to gain here is the 37 on 3rd down. They'll run it with Williams. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. Well, this was a very close ball game at halftime, Charles, but in the second half, that offense kind of kicked things into another gear, and they were able to pull away for the victory.
And, Brandon, I think they're the type of team that just looked in the mirror and said, hey, ton of pressure on, but we're the type of team that can flat out handle it. They stood up with confidence, and made it happen for a victory.
So for the Saints, they get back in the win column as they move to 2-1 now on the year. And they'll get to stay home again next week. Meanwhile, for the Eagles, they too will exit with a 2-1 record. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week. So for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Next game, guess what? Charles and I will be here again.